I can't tell you how often people come with their problems, and when things work out, or the good news, they forget to tell you. They left you off with, our family's falling apart, we can't stand each other, this is probably a divorce and end of our marriage. Don't get in Hashem's way. He has a plan. And lean into that process and savor the journey, not only the destination, because as we go through it, we learn. If only we had the crystal ball, if only we could fast forward, if only we could see the letter that we're one day going to write, at the end, we'd have so much more strength to be able to get through that journey. Someone had emailed me, let's see the timeline, June 2024, a year ago. You always say, and this I'm going to reread part of an email from a year ago. You always say emunah emails that do not have a happy ending are your favorite ones, and that inspired me to write today. I don't have an inspirational story to share. I have some very raw emotions coming from a girl who feels hurt, but knows that Hashem is orchestrating everything, hopefully. I've been in shidduchim for a number of years. Everything gets harder and more painful. It's torture to be in society that labels negative stereotypes, older girls. It's a long email, and it's all about the misery and the pain and the loneliness and sense of abandonment. And where is Hashem? And I don't know why he's putting me through this. I try to smile, hold my head high. I know that Hashem is doing this for my good. As you said in the shir today, Hashem is going to heal all of us spiritually and so on. I hope to write one day that Hashem is doing this all for me and I see him in my life. That was a year ago. Last week, dear Rabbi Goldberg, I want to share that Baruch Hashem, I got engaged last night. Wow. And I became a Kala. I am so, three so's. I am so happy and grateful to Hashem that my chassan is more incredible than I ever could have imagined or dreamed. Hashem really is awesome. And he had a master plan all along. I've gained and grown a lot through my single years, and so much of my growth is thanks to living with emunah shirim. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. May Hashem bench you to continue to have the strength to give the emunah shir in the beautiful way you do. Thank you, Rabbi Goldberg. And there must have been dust in the email because it's very dusty in here. But I love that she wrote this email not as a new email, but it was a reply to our previous correspondence that included that email from a year ago. Because so badly, I want to tell people or publish this, remind everyone that we could write that email that I'm alone and where is he and what's the plan and why is he doing this? He's amazing. Hashem is awesome. And I learned so much and I grew so much and I see why I needed to go through it. And it was well worth it when I look back at the payoff of where I am today. And not all of us can and not all of us do. And sometimes it's 1 year later. Sometimes it's a decade later. Sometimes it's a lifetime later. And sometimes there are questions or things or hopes or wishes or wants that we don't ever get to write the second email that Baruch Hashem now it came through. But don't get in Hashem's way. He has a plan. And lean into that process and savor the journey, not only the destination, because as we go through it, we learn. We shared, we put out these daily reels of little clips from our shiurim. And there was a little clip and a micro from one of our emunah shiurim where I talked about failing forward. The Thomas Edison, the light bulb, that it's not many ways that we fail, but see it as all steps in the journey towards success. And that all those dates and all that waiting and all that longing and all that initiative and all that world of shidduchim are not wasted time and energy and emotion and makeup or money, but they're all a journey to learning about oneself and getting one step closer to where one wants to be. And if only we had the crystal ball, if only we could fast forward, if only we could see the letter that we're one day going to write, at the end we'd have so much more strength to be able to get through that journey. So sometimes we need to write that letter, even though it hasn't happened yet. We have to write the follow-up to remind us and give us strength and help us get through where we need to go. But a big mazel tov to the author of that email, and I'm so grateful and happy she followed up. I'll tell you, as a rabbi in general, forget living with emunah. Just as a rabbi in general, I can't tell you how often people come with their problems, and when things work out, or the good news, they forget to tell you. They left you off with, our family's falling apart, we can't stand each other, this is probably a divorce and end of our marriage. We have fertility struggles, we can't get pregnant yet. I have no money, I can't pay my bill. That's where they leave you off, and the name is in your siddur and your tehillim and your davening going around the tzaddikim. They forget the PS, by the way, I won the lottery, by the way, we have the happiest marriage ever, by the way, I had quintuplets, by the way, they forget that. So those emails, they mean a lot to me, and I'm grateful for it.